Good evening and welcome into Election 2025 coverage here on the 10 o'clock edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Taking a look at the returns from the municipal elections today, we start off in Hickory. In the mayor's race, incumbent Hank Guess took on Park Englefield, and Hank Guess was the winner. He retained his seat by gaining 54.4% of the vote to Englefield's 45.41%. In the Hickory City Council Ward 5 race, incumbent David Zagaroli was defeated by Arnita Dula. The challenger took 57.33% of the vote to Zagaroli's 42.46%. Elsewhere in Catawba County, in Newton, there were 9 candidates for 3 city council seats, and the winners were Scott Gilliland with 20% of the vote, Bill Powell with 17.59%, and Riesel Wright grabbed 15.06% of the ballots cast. In the mayor's race in the town of Maiden, Max Bumgarner Jr. was the winner, grabbing 65.94% of the vote in his race against Danny Lee Kaiser. There were 7 candidates vying for 3 open seats on Maiden Town Council. Beth Poovey Rudisil with 21.12%, Cameron D. Ramser with 18.88%, and Lanny Ford with 16.31% were the winners. Bob Sigmund finished just out of the running with 15.62%. Incumbent Mayor Marla G. Thompson was defeated by Eddie Marlowe in Longview. Marlowe is the new mayor after gaining 55.11% of the vote to Thompson's 44.6%. Shifting over to Conover, where there was a contested race for at-large seats on City Council, the winners were Mark Canrobert at 29.33% and Brenda Powell at 28.74%. In the race for the unexpired term on Conover City Council, Todd Griffin defeated Ralph Hatch with 53.12% of the vote to 45.71%. Moving now to Claremont, there is a race for 2 open seats on City Council, and the winners were Les Morrow with 45.6% and Dane Miller with 43.08%. In Brookford, leading the mayor's race that was close, the incumbent Thomas Schrantz was the winner. He held off Bill McGregor 50.94% to 49.06%. The Brookford Alderman contest featured 4 candidates for 2 seats. There was a tie for the second spot. Kelvin Gregory got the top spot with 28.22%. Charles Allen Bardsley Jr. and Eric Bittet tied for the second spot with 25.25% apiece, so that could come down to the canvass and possible runoff. In Burke County, the Valdez mayoral race was won by Keith Huffman with 77.39% of the vote. In the Ward 1 Valdez Town Council race, Shannon Radabaugh took the seat with 65.81% of the ballots cast. In the Ward 3 Valdez Town Council race, Roxana Lohman was the victor with 70.96% of the ballots cast. Moving to Caldwell County, in the Lenoir City Council race, the 4 winners were Jonathan T. Beal at 18.93%, Chrissy Thomas at 18.66%, James Ike Perkins at 17.64%, and Rebecca Dellinger at 14.65%. David Stevens finished just out of the running at 14.13%. In Granite Falls, the mayor's race went to Tracy Townsend, who gained 77.93% of the vote to Bill Fields' 20.42%. The 3 winners for Granite Falls Town Council were Rich Bolick with 23.35% of the ballots cast. Larry Knight grabbed 22.41% of the total. Jamie Haggerty grabbed 18.65% of the vote. In the Hudson Town Commissioner's race, the 3 winners were Richard C. Blevins at 30.88%, Rick Shue at 25.94%, and James Engelman Sr. at 21.93%. Chris Mann had 21.12% of the vote in that race. Moving to Iredell County, the city of Statesville has a competitive race for mayor. This is how things are looking. Doug Hendricks had the lead over a field of 5 with 30.82% of the vote. That was with 9 of 12 precincts reporting. In the city of Statesville at-large council race with 9 of 12 precincts checking in, Trey Robertson and James Presley are the leaders with 2 spots available. Robertson had 21.9% of the vote. Presley had 21.77%. Braden Zittle stands third at 14.57%. This is how the Ward 3 City Council race stands at 3 of 5 precincts reporting. Doris Allison had a commanding lead over R. Karina Ayub. Allison had 75.47% of the vote. And here's a look at the Ward 5 City Council contest. This is final. Tip Nicholson defeated John Stafford. It was close, 29.56% to 29.08%, so less than 1% there. For all of the final results from these races, you can go to our website, WHKY.com. We also have updates all night long and overnight on WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming at our website. That is a look at your election results. I'm Rob Eastwood.